best friend is a skinny chick. She knows an Asian born in Nick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I'm...
You're listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Psych, a DEGRASSI podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Hello.
And Rick Johnson.
Hello. I wasn't
expecting
the Vulcan.
We're on episode 118. Tears Are Not Enough. Hannah, I don't know the song. I asked before we hopped on, I asked Rick, do you know what the song is? So I know you don't know it, unless you're going to pull a rabbit out of your ass.
I also did not know it, Hannah.
Did you look it up?
I had to look it up. This is the first one I had to look up.
What is it?
Well, what do you think it is?
Oh, Tears Are Not Enough. Tears Are Not Enough. Let me think about whose tears are not enough. Madonna?
My guess would have been Cher, but I was wrong.
Oh, Madonna or Cher, an idol.
It's a We Are the World type of effort by a Canadian artist, 80s artist.
Yeah, the artist is called the Northern Lights.
Are there any notables? Like, is there a Bryan Adams?
Is Alanis Morissette Canadian?
Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, there's some very, very...
Please share.
Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh. Okay.
Anne Murray.
Oh.
Joni Mitchell.
Oh.
Neil Young.
Wow.
He was young as Canadian? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's
buried the lead.
Bryan Adams, Mike. Bryan Adams.
Collectively, they are the Northern Lights.
Corey Hart.
Yes.
Geddy Lee.
Yes.
Geddy Lee.
Holy shit. The singer from Loverboy, and ready for this?
Yeah.
John Candy was in this.
Whoa.
Also Catherine O'Hara.
Heck yeah.
Should we listen to this song?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Do we have to pay for it if we play it?
No, it was on... Well...
YouTube?
Yeah, nobody can hear it, I guess. I guess I could take my headphones off. Eugene Levy was in it, too.
Of course he's in it.
Course.
I was about to say...
Where John Candy and Catherine O'Hara go. Eugene Levy's sure to follow.
Where's Martin Short? He's got to be in it.
Exactly.
So it was a relief song for the famine in Ethiopia.
Joe Flaherty.
Doesn't look like it.
So it was
Paul Schaefer. Paul Schaefer was in it.
Well, those are big Canada people, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like it looks like it was like a oh shit. It was recorded at the same time as We Are the World, basically.
So this was their version was Tears Are Not Enough.
Yeah, so We Are the World was American artists. Tears Are Not Enough for Canadian artists. And do you remember Do They Know It's Christmas?
The World. Yes.
Yeah, was United Kingdom.
That's my favorite, is the British song. And I just read something where people were trashing it. And I was like, I quite like that song.
They're trashing it because of Bob Geldof, though. You know, like they're...
Who's Bob Geldof?
He was in the...
Yeah, he also did. He was the
Live Aid, right?
Founder of Live Aid.
He's just like Stadium. You know how people don't like Sting and Bono? It's the same, like Bleeding Heart, like rich motherfucker. Like,
I mean, was he that rich from being in Boomtown Rats?
I don't know.
I love Boomtown Rats.
When that U2 song went on my phone, that was the nail in the coffin for me.
Bob Geldof wasn't in U2.
I was like, I guess I hate U2. I don't know.
They had a song called I Don't Like Mondays. It was so good. He's like, I don't like Mondays. Oh, sorry. That was a terrible impression. I give up. Let's get to the synopsis of this Tears Are Not Enough. Craig's father is back. He's back and he's on the attack, and it causes a lot of problems. I'll let that speak for itself. And the B plot is Liberty and JT again. JT getting
another
airtime.
B plot that just seems like
it's an important B plot because this is the beginning.
You're not wrong.
JT saga with.
You're not wrong.
Our beautiful Liberty. How does it start, Hannah?
They're like walking out of school after a test, and Craig's like, God, I failed that class. And then his dad just rolls up.
Dad?
And is like, I just want to talk to you. And Sean spits on him. Or
It's
like,
so good when he's like, "Hi, I'm Craig's dad," and Craig's dad is completely oblivious that Sean basically like witnessed a murder.
exactly.
It's on the ground. It's so good.
And
And like Ashley is so out of the loop. She's just like, "Hi." Nice
yeah,
to
she's
meet
like,
you."
wait, what? Because I guess when that happened, Ashley was like in her own world.
Well, yeah, making out with Sean.
Yeah.
Still looking great in all black.
Yeah.
Not as good as the winter coat black with the little fur collar. That was.
All right. Well,
That's
okay.
that's your high school dream.
That's my high. Oh, that was it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen to the Smiths, hanging out with people that look like Ashley. That's why Mike's infatuated with Ashley.
Yeah, there was a
It's
girl
all
that I
kids.
loved named Darcy, and she looked a lot like Ashley.
Yeah.
This era, Ashley.
Did she
Alternative
listen-
Ashley.
Did you listen to
Alternative Ashley.
Bizarro Ashley?
Bizarro Ashley. Where are we? Did we get to
That's
Theme
the
song.
theme song? Rick, take it from there.
You're in Joey Jeremiah's pigsty of a house, and
Wait, before we move on, can I say
Yeah.
something real quick?
go for-
Right before the theme song hits, Ashley goes, your dad looks fine, and he goes, well, he didn't have a belt in his hand. But then later on, Ashley goes, you guys don't have the best relationship, huh? And I was like, use your clues.
It's just not processing.
Yeah, she's having a spinner moment.
Yeah, or like somebody that has the idea that maybe a dad could be bad.
Yeah, just that a dad could be gay and that everyone could be gay. That's
Yeah.
Ashley's.
Okay, Rick, pick it up from after the.
Yeah.
So Joey's
song.
house is disgusting on the inside, and then Anja spills juice of some sort all over Craig's stuff. And I was thinking, there's no way that Joey's house wouldn't be a pigsty.
Yeah, for sure. Why would it be clean now that his wife died?
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
That's the only thing keeping it neat is his wife.
His wife, God rest her soul. Yeah, also,
Is your house a pigsty, Hannah?
Not now that I cleaned it. Today. I was also thinking, if as a kid I was not eating my breakfast and then threw orange juice all over the table, I would have gotten in a lot more trouble than she did.
Would you have gotten smacked?
No, not smacked, but like my parents would have been like, you're a disaster and you're ruining this family. And I would have been like, oh my God.
Wasn't that an accident?
Any kid knocking over a glass is an accident.
It's an accident, but she pushed it.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I'm just like learning something about myself right now. But yeah, it's an accident, I guess.
Did you all see the ironing board and iron in the background also in the kitchen? And I'm just like, who's ironing in that household? There's no way that anybody is getting out the iron.
Joey is ironing because he's
for
got to look
sure.
good. He's wearing a suit every day to work.
He
I
does.
think
In this episode, there's no way he's wearing a suit at that car dealership, Mike. He's
Well,
wearing,
he's wearing at least a tie and a dress shirt.
there's
yeah,
something
but
I'm going to tell you. I feel like you guys have gotten too clean because as a dirty person, you iron a dirty shirt. That could be a clean shirt.
all right. Do you iron a dirty shirt? Is
Sure.
this something that you've done?
Sure. I have ironed a t-shirt.
I've
Just so I can
I've
leave.
ironed cold pizza, and
No.
yes, I did it in Detroit. I was on tour. We had pizza. I was super drunk. I got out. We're at a hotel. Got out the iron and just turned it on and put the pizza on it, and the slice fits perfectly. And like on.
Wasn't there a
the
microwave?
iron.
What band were you
No.
on tour with?
I was playing solo. I was on Plea for
Okay.
Peace tour, and it got The
Was
bottom
that-
was all crispy. It was perfect.
What lineup was that?
It was Cursive, Saul Williams, myself. And I was doing flips from bed to bed. And I'd never been able to even do a flip. And I was landing it. That's what alcohol does. It only improves your life.
It makes you brave and strong.
Miss
And funny.
Hatzilakis. Let's go to Miss Hatzilakis. I love Miss Hatzilakis is bending over and then just checking out her bottom, her butt.
I know.
her
And I
rear
had
end.
a real moment when they did that where I was like, yeah, she's hot. But then I was like, no, she's not really. She just looks kind of normal. I guess for a kid, she's hot.
I just like the director going, okay, Jamie, I don't even know her name. Jamie, I need you to bend over and show your ass as voluptuous as you can. She's like, okay.
To these kids.
Get these kids all hot and horny,
Yeah.
which I did after I.
What if that woman's name is Jamie?
Then I win.
Yeah,
I win.
She could be a Jamie.
I don't think so, but
I'm in love.
maybe.
I'm in love. I'm in love with her now. I love her. She's beautiful.
She's no Miss Sauve.
Oh, Miss Bjork. Bjork. Do you like Bjork, Hannah?
Yeah.
I saw Bjork
I
live.
do.
Melissa.
Bjork's
saw
fun.
Bjork
I
live,
like that
too.
movie she was in. That really sad movie.
What was that? Oh, Dancer in the Dark.
Oh yeah, that was a rough
That was
watch.
rough. I've only seen it once with my parents, and I was like, I'm good forever. I never need to watch that again.
That's the kind of girl I want to date. Not Bjork, but girls who like to go see Dancer in the Dark. So I had started seeing this girl who looked like another girl that kind of looked like Ashley, goth Ashley. And
Beginning to all piece it together.
she was telling me about going to see Dancer in the Dark. She rode her bike, like a vintage cruiser, wearing a scarf, and she cried. She went by herself and she cried during Dancer in the Dark. And I'm like, I love you. That's the kind of girl I like, Hannah.
It's hard not to cry during Dancer in the Dark.
That's
I'll say that.
it's very specific.
Yeah.
Is that like you have to like when
Isn't
you
there-
meet someone, you're like, have you seen the movie Dancer in the Dark?
And they have to say, let's watch it. And
yeah.
then they have
Did
to
you cry and ride a bicycle to go see Dancer in the Dark?
Isn't the wife of Edgar from Men in Black like a prison security guard in that movie?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
right. I know that I'm right. And
Can
she's
you do an
crying.
impression of Bjork and Dancer in the Dark, Hannah?
I can do a not tasteful Icelandic impression if that's what you're
Yeah.
asking.
Please.
She's like, I have to go, and my son. Everything's music.
So good. Hey,
Hmm.
Ricky was so good. What's your problem? Oh my god.
I'm trying to
Yay,
find.
Hannah.
I'm trying to find out if that person was in Men in Black.
I can't go to jail. But she does. She dies, I think.
You know that okay, there's a Netflix exclusive. It's Will Ferrell, like they're like a singing duo. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I watched it. I could Eurovision.
Where are they supposed to be
Oh.
from?
I don't know. They're probably Iceland or
I
some
think it's-
Nordic.
Something like that, yeah.
What's the name of the actress? She's been in a lot.
It's Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, like, I'm just like, of course, Hollywood is like, you're matched up with Will Ferrell. You're the same age, right? And it's like, no, they're not.
Well, what about
I
Will
think that was
Ferrell? and-
the joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Elf? What was the age gap with Will Ferrell and what's
That
her
was
name?
A lot. That was like introducing Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah,
It
she
probably
was like
15
19.
years. Yeah,
okay.
it's a crime.
Craig.
Yeah. Pre haircut, Zoe Deschanel.
I love
Blonde.
Elf.
Pre
I love
defining.
Elf.
Pre me like being like, okay, enough.
Do you like her sister, the woman from Bones?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Duh.
Bones, Doy. Never
Oh
seen
my
her in
gosh.
anything else besides Bones, but sure.
Yeah.
Is Bones still in the air? Sometimes I'm like, sometimes
Got it.
shows sneak by me.
Simpsons is still in there.
It's true.
Season 72 of Simpsons.
Simpsons, and then the other day someone was like, I saw a commercial that was like, New Criminal Minds, and I was like, what? New Criminal Minds?
The new season of Happy Days.
That's how it feels.
Fonzie goes to Arnold's.
Yeah.
Craig goes to the hospital that his father works at, and
Can we talk about in what world would JT be able to cheat off Liberty at that exam?
Yeah, that was weird.
did she let him? I thought she covered it up.
She was like, "No," but he was just like, "Hey, Also, we got a new teacher. We got that
Hannah,
geography teacher.
Can you see Rick? I can only see half of his face.
I can see all of Rick.
All right. In high
Maybe
school,
it's because your eyes are closed.
I cheated in high school.
Oh,
What
for
subject?
sure.
What subject?
Anything with a scantron.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was in a lot of honors courses. I was way out of my league, smart wise, because I just cheated my way. And my best friend, I was taking advanced math. My best friend sat next to me. But a lot of the smart kids, they don't want you to cheat. They don't let you cheat. He wouldn't let me cheat. And I was going into the final. I needed to get at least a C to go on. And he's like, okay, I'm going to let you cheat for the final because I don't want you to have to get kicked out of this class. And on the final, they did different tests, like mixed it up. And so
That's crazy.
Usually finals are like a 2.5 hour class. I remember just sitting there just going, I failed. Hannah, I failed.
Did you fail?
I did fail. And so I didn't move on. But then it was trigonometry. I think I was a sophomore. And so then the next year I had to take it over again. It was so easy. I should have failed more.
My mom took me out of math because I refused to do my homework, but I understood math. I was just wouldn't do my homework.
Yeah.
Also,
I was defiant in high school. I didn't see the use of a lot of the things I was learning.
I was like, I'm here all day. And you want me to do it all night? I was like, I'm growing. I'm gonna do other stuff. And now I'm so dumb. I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah, I failed biology because I was like, in no way, shape, or form am I personally ever going to need to know about dissecting a rat.
Yeah. I was like, I'll read a book. Sure. I'll take a book home and read it. That seems fine. But I'm not gonna memorize the parts of a plant cell. Why? Also, one time I got caught cheating in elementary school. I was cheating off this kid. I don't want to say his name because I feel like that's weird,
let's say his name.
His name is Jimmy Joe Shaughnessy, and I was cheating off him. And while I was cheating, I was looking at his paper. When I looked up, his face was like this. And then he stood up and started walking towards the teacher. And then I got up and I raced him there. And I got there and I was like, Jimmy's been picking on me all day. And he keeps saying that I'm a cheater and that I'm cheating. And I'm not. And the teacher was like, Jimmy, go back to your seat. And leave her alone.
I love it. Oh my God, Hannah, you are a freaking genius.
And later I was like, I'm going through something at home. And Jimmy was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's okay. And I wasn't.
This is what grade was this that you had this adult conversation?
It was fourth.
Love it.
Or fifth.
I just also love Jimmy O'Shaughnessy.
Jimmy Joe Shaughnessy.
Jimmy Joe
Shaughnessy.
He later went by Jimmy, and I was like, okay. I had to call you Jimmy Joe for 5 years.
It's like when I was in first grade, I went by Ricky. And then when I entered second grade, I was like,
yeah, you got to cut that fast.
I gotta cut that. I'm an adult now. I go by Rick.
Yeah. I'm a man now. I go by Rick.
You should go back to Ricky. I like
Maybe
that.
Richard. You should go by Dick.
I can't.
Yes.
I can't go by Dick because
Dick from Muskegon.
My grandfather I'm named after my grandfather, and he's Dick. So I guess I don't live in Muskegon, but
true. Yeah.
Also, your grandfather's still alive?
Yeah, he's very old.
107.
No, but did you guys ever
love
realize
my name Dick?
What is my name if I'm called Dick?
Dick Johnson.
Yes.
How can you say no?
Yeah, how could you say no? You Back to Degrassi. Craig is at the hospital. The nurse comes running up and goes, "Oh, so good. How was boarding school?" And he's like, "Huh?" And then he goes out to dinner with his father. And what do they eat, Rick? What are they eating?
They're at an Italian place with giant rolls. Or no, they're at the bistro. They're at the bistro. That's where they are. What about
They're
those
eating
rolls?
salad. I love
What
rolls. I love rolls. I love going to a restaurant and there being unlimited free bread.
You know
Just
what's
go,
great bread is
"Excuse
like
me."
It doesn't
Cheesecake
have
Factory.
it doesn't happen
Really?
very often anymore.
Yeah, they do
I,
great
uh,
bread.
I've been feasting on some good cheesecake, Hannah. My wife Monica has been making cheesecake from scratch. Have I,
I just
mentioned
did that as well. I just did that on New Year's Eve.
How did it come out?
It came out good. I didn't do that water bath thing where you're
No,
supposed
we
to
didn't.
put
We
water
didn't
in with
do
it.
that. Hell no, that takes too much time. Screw
But
that.
did yours get like smelling it? I was like, that smells like Cheez-Its. I was like, I think it's been in too long. It got like a skin, not a bad skin, but like crispy.
No. And
I made
no cracks either.
that's good. I made everything bagels the other day
Oh,
from scratch.
Wow,
you made bagels from scratch.
Yeah.
that's hard. I tried to do that at Grand Slam once.
Did I tell you at the beginning of the pandemic I got a bread maker, so I've been going, yes.
So bread maker allows you to make bagels.
Yeah, it just makes the dough and you got to finish them in the oven, but
Why don't you boil them like a real?
I did boil them. Step
Okay.
off, Mike. Step off.
Moving along.
I made
along.
one second. I tried to make bagels at Grand Slam once because I had extra dough balls, pizza dough balls. So I rolled them into donuts, and then I couldn't boil water, but I just like microwaved some water, and then I put them through the pizza oven, and they were not good.
No.
Why did you think pizza dough would turn into a bagel?
It
I
probably
just had a
would.
lot of extra time, and I was like, why wouldn't it?
But that pizza dough was frozen, right?
Yes.
It was thawed out. I'm sure it's thawed out. But why
Yeah,
didn't you
it was
just
thought out?
crazy bread?
Crazy bread?
Yeah, you should have made crazy like.
Hannah doesn't.
Little
There's no way
Caesars.
Hannah knows about crazy bread.
Is that like
Have you ever-
cheesy bread?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
man,
similar to crazy cheesy
We
bread.
made cheesy bread a lot.
it's like crazy bread is like oily breadsticks with Parmesan cheese.
Okay, our version of that was pizza dough with just cheese,
You never.
and then sometimes ranch.
You've never gone to Little Caesars pizza?
No, I don't like junk pizza.
I don't. Do they
Well,
have
you'll
little
eat
they
Pizza
don't-
at Grand Slam?
Huh?
You were eating pizza at Grand Slam though.
Yeah, I'll eat
Free.
free garbage all day long.
Do they have Little Caesars in Philadelphia?
Yeah, we
Okay.
have like Papa John's, Little Caesars, Domino's, Pizza Hut, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, prior to the hot and ready $5, Little Caesars was the best.
What, the pizza?
Yeah,
Buy one get one free, and it
Well,
came
they-
in like a
the
paper.
bag. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
I like that. I did like it.
Yeah,
What? I believe Craig's father gives him a ticket and says we're
No,
gonna go to
that's-
London.
That's later. That's the next dinner.
I mean, we
Next
we
time?
could skip. Oh well, I think the next big thing is he goes to study at his dad's.
Yeah, Craig is real dumb about science.
He's dumb about science, and he puts his glass directly on the table. And his
Oh.
dad goes, "Hey!"
Oh, then he
Didn't
then
I
has a
tell you he's a
flashback.
coaster? And he has a flashback of his dad beating the shit out of him with a belt.
But in his defense, the way the dad like played it off, I was like, he doesn't seem chill. He didn't chill out.
Also, that table was a glass table, right?
It's the dinner table. Do we put coasters on a dinner table? It's like
I
put
mean-
on a tablecloth.
Maybe that dinner table cost $1 million.
I bet it did. Well,
I'm
the
trying
way
to see
his
if it's a
dad
glass
breaks shit, he shouldn't be buying anything more than IKEA. He like smashes shit all the time.
Man, Craig is so. I mean, his father is so stoked that Craig has come to the house. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the what do you call it? A dream sequence of him imagining his dad attacking him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
It's so
too.
scary. It's like page dream sequence scary. But also, you know what I thought about while I was watching him drive to the school that like really creeped me out? I was like, imagine how many times he drove to the school and didn't drive up or didn't see him.
Oh yeah, totally.
And that scares me.
Successful surgeons blowing off surgeries.
Exactly.
So when Craig goes to the hospital to meet his dad, and Craig's dad is talking to that woman.
Yeah, he's so kind.
Yeah, is he about to go into surgery and then just leaves?
No,
that's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I was like, whoa.
I was also like, how big is this hospital? I feel like I saw the end of it down the hallway from the waiting room.
Yeah,
it's as big as the basketball court from.
That's how it felt.
Maybe it's like, just. I mean, do you think it's the same? It probably is the same hospital that LD's mom died at.
Probably, you're right. Maybe he was just a resident at that point.
Yeah. Maybe LD's mom died because Craig's dad was negligent.
Maybe. Oh, look at you. I mean, when you're talking about dream sequences, I think the best dream sequence is still Arthur Kobolowski.
Coca-Cola in the wine glass.
And Caitlin Ryan.
Yeah.
I wish Caitlin would come back.
Oh, she's gonna come back. She will be back. Let's get back on track here. What is this teacher in Immersion Lab? What's her name? The one with Liberty JT. She's a new teacher. She's a white teacher. Is it geography? What is it?
You know what?
Geography?
I don't know her name.
I'll try to find it.
You know who I'm talking about, Hannah?
Yeah, new teacher.
Yeah, new teacher, but I don't know her name.
I like her hairdo. Oh, Miss Hatsalakis. Miss Hatsalakis.
That teacher's name is geography teacher.
Yes.
There you go. So we can rest assured she does not come back.
Oh, she was the stand-in for Mila Kunis in American Psycho 2, All-American Girl.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That classic film.
Okay.
And then she's been a stand-in in basically this entire season.
Okay.
She was stand-in for 13 episodes.
Who's she stand in for? Does it say, or
just a stand-in? It says utility stand-in.
Periodic table, Hannah. Name some elements, please.
Helium, boron, oxygen, zinc, iron. Do you want to know how I remembered copper when I was a kid for a test? My sister still makes fun of me for this. I was like, I've come up with mnemonic devices for all of them because I was really dumb. And she was like, how did you remember copper? And I was like, copper is CU. So I say, see you at the Penny Emporium.
Yay, Hannah,
Pretty
number
good.
one.
That's the only one I remember.
I think there's an episode of Happy Days where Ralph Malph sings. No, not Ralph Malph. Potsy sings the periodic table. She comes up with the song.
Ooh,
I could be wrong.
very potsy.
No, I'm totally wrong. It's the Human Anatomy that he sings. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of Happy Days before.
Really?
You're lost.
That song
You're
slaps.
lost.
As a
Yeah.
kid, I would always just watch it for the theme song, and then I would get sucked in.
Yeah, one of my band directors played guitar on that theme song though.
It's a classic.
The first season was Bill Haley and the Comets was a different song.
Yeah,
It's Rock Around the Clock.
What do you think is the best theme song of all time?
Three's Company.
Five-O.
Three's
By the
Company?
Ventures.
Wow.
Hawaii
I was going to say
Five-O.
Cheers.
I don't think that's the Ventures, is it?
It's gotta be.
No, it's got horns.
Yeah, they can hire some horns, can't they? I don't know. Three's Company. I just say Three's Company because it's so like 70s. It's got a little like wah-wah. Like, wow, it's so dirty. So dirty. I love Three's Company. It's so raunchy.
Oh, yeah. Three's Company is very good. I've watched some of it, not all of it.
You know what my second favorite is?
Yeah.
It was the Ventures, by the way. Wait,
Wow.
Duh.
Well done.
no. It was
Yes.
it's instrumental by Morton Stevens.
Yep.
I
told you, Ventures.
That's not Morton Stevens. Is not.
He's the
Ventures.
lead
an
singer of the
American-
Ventures.
He's the American film composer.
You
Best
really
known
think that
for-
theme song is the best theme song?
Yeah. The second
Three's
best theme
Company?
song.
I don't know.
No.
It's funny. I like also Lost in Space is a good one.
Yeah, that's good. I really like the Young Ones theme song.
Oh, that one's so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
gotta
forgot how
rewatch that.
good the Young Ones.
My
yes,
mom's
I
got the box set.
I got it too.
What?
It's good. That show.
Have you ever watched anything else like they did, like Abe Edmondson and Rick Mayhill did?
No.
Better Off Dead.
What?
Isn't it Better Off Dead with Phoebe Cates? What's that movie?
Drop
Dead Fred.
Drop Dead Fred.
Yeah.
Drop
Drop
Dead-
Dead Fred is one of my childhood movies. Yeah, that's so good.
That movie is crazy, by the way, if you rewatch it as an adult.
Yes. Have you ever listened to the podcast?
How did this get made? Yeah.
That podcast about that movie is like so funny.
Yeah.
Is it as funny as this podcast that we're doing?
No. You know what? Speaking of, you know what I learned the other day? Since we talked about how did this get made? Has anyone seen Sleepaway Camp Part 2?
Yeah. I went through a sleepaway camp phase.
Did you know the main girl, not the killer, but the woman that she's trying to kill is an Estevez? It's Emilio and Charlie Sheen's little sister.
No. I don't even fucking remember who that girl is. I love the girl that they replaced the killer with, though. And I love that they were like,
she's the best.
Sleepaway Camp 2 is amazing because it's like Sleepaway Camp 2 and 1 ends with like, oh, she's traumatized because she's not a girl, she's a boy. And the 2 is like, no, she's just having fun.
she got the surgery. It's cool.
Yeah, she's loving
she got
it.
The surgery
actually.
in jail, and
Yeah.
she's the best. Yeah,
I've never even heard of this movie.
Oh, really?
You have to see Sleepaway Camp 1.
Yeah, Sleepaway Camp. Do you?
It's so bad.
Did you ever see that John Lithgow film where the kid builds the nuclear bomb?
Harry and the Hendersons? Yes, I have seen it.
Yes. No, Sleepaway Camp 1 is like, it's not good.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's great.
It's like terrible in a great way right up until the end. And then I like one of the best scary movie endings.
Maybe the best.
Maybe the best. Super scary. Even when I see that picture, I'm scared.
I don't like it. I'm scared. I want like scary movies.
I want to talk to you about the ending, but Mike's not seen it. So
we'll watch it with you on when we stream, Mike. We'll watch it with you live. Maybe if we ever do that.
Yeah, why not? Let's save it for a better day, Rick. Yeah. Let's get back to Degrassi, get back on track. So just to further that B plot of Liberty and JT asks Liberty for help. Liberty agrees, but only if JT will go to the dance with her. And therefore, the beginning of the romance has started. Now, let's jump to Craig and Ashley outside. Craig's dad pulls up again and says, what? Hannah.
Well, he says hi or whatever, and he calls her Allison. And then she walks away and he goes, she sucks. Or she says something else.
She's interesting.
She's interesting.
But that's what he means. He's like, she looks gross.
He basically was like one step away from calling her like a fat pig. Like, why are you hanging out with that fat pig?
Yep. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He's like, she's fat, ugly and weird.
Yeah. Weird.
Alternative.
Yeah, but like a person like Craig's dad would not have been like, why are you hanging out? Or like, why are you hanging out with that freak? But I feel like a person like Craig's dad would do something that would be unnecessarily mean to somebody like Ashley.
Which he was.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. He's good father. Craig is agreed to meet him for dinner at 8:30, but he's got to babysit Angela.
Because
and
she got sick at ballet class.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Okay.
She threw up everywhere at ballet class. That's why. Joey's also getting down on Craig for not cleaning his house. You know.
To be fair,
it's not even his blood. It's not even related.
I thought a lot during this episode, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but like Craig, I'm trying to think how to say this. It doesn't sound like I don't think Craig should be there, which I do. Craig's not his son, but he is living there. And still he's like, I don't have to do any chores. And then at the end of the episode, he's like, I'm going to live here forever. I was like, wow, he's bold. He is not asking.
He is not.
And he's not helping. Well, he babysat, I guess.
Yeah.
Big deal. He's just eating cookies and having fun with his little
And
sister.
playing video games.
Crazy Taxi.
He was playing
Joey-
Crazy Taxi, and I was like, what foreshadowing?
True that. Joey calls from the dealership saying, I'm going to be running late. I've got this one last customer. And this is the first realization of me thinking, yeah, Joey's kind of a handsome, bald man.
Yeah.
Not many bald men are handsome. And he's like, okay, I see it.
He looked good this ep.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
And then next scene, you just see Craig running through the streets of Toronto. And he makes it in, and that's where he gets the plane ticket.
You get, before Craig even gets there, his dad's getting a little snappy with the waitress.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What does he say to the waitress, Rick?
I'm waiting for somebody, right?
Yeah.
Or
For the
like,
8th time.
Eighth time. Before that, when he's like, like basically called Ashley a freak, the foreshadow of him just like peeling out of the school. Also, I was like, I wrote down there, Craig's dad is going to die this episode, isn't he?
Yep.
Whoa.
It's funny you say that because when Joey called to be late, I wrote, Craig's going to get zinged for this for sure. And he did.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ticket to London, he says, and then it goes from joy on Craig's face, like, wow, this sounds great, into despair as his father says, it's time to move back.
Yeah. No.
I mean, that was a ballsy, that was a really laying it on everything, all your cards down on the table move for Craig's dad.
Yeah.
And to his credit, I feel like the father is trying, like, probably wants it to work, but he's got too many issues.
He's got too many issues at the end of the day.
Do we talk about, do we think that Craig's dad killed Craig's mom? You think that's a secret plot?
God.
I'm willing to put it down as truth. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Origin story. What causes Craig's dad to burst out of the restaurant? Is it because Craig says, no, I'm not going to live with you?
Yeah, straight up. He's like, I live with Joey.
Which good for him, because I feel like
he's basically, Craig's being like, listen, your house is unstable. I think Craig says Joey's house is stability. Like basically like, your house, I'm terrified all the time.
yeah.
What happens? What does Craig's, okay, when they're walking down the sidewalk and Craig kind of like pushes his father from behind.
His dad goes,
what was the buildup?
You screwed up.
He's like, keep failing in class and keep dating alternative chicks. And he goes,
No. He says, you keep dating that little goth girl or something like that. Like, he calls Ashley goth. I was like, whoa.
But he looks like when he gets, okay, so his father gets up and hits him.
The way he hit him and the way he went down was straight up amazing. It was like, he's dead. Like,
it was the hardest hit I've ever seen in my life. He spun around in 8 circles before he hit the ground.
I know. What does his father say immediately after he hits him?
I don't remember that. I was just like, whoa. He hit him with that ring, too.
Yeah, he cut his face with the ring. He was like, I'm sorry. And then Craig's like, it won't happen again. And he pounds on the window. I was like, wow, everyone's acting.
But when Craig...
I wanted Craig's dad to get in an accident immediately.
Yeah.
Like, when he,
I would have loved that.
Okay.
Flames.
I don't know if I doubt any of you picked up on this. I don't know why I did. When Craig is like so angry, like yelling back at him, he looks like episode 2 Hayden Christensen Darth Vader.
Oh yeah, straight
That's
up.
what I saw.
Yeah.
He's about to murder a bunch of kids.
They were animals. And I slaughtered them like animals.
Do you like Hayden Chris? You like that was your Hayden Christensen?
That was my impression of him.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Has he been in other things besides? Did Star Wars ruin his career?
He's going to be in the new Star Wars coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't everyone? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. Joey notices the gash on his face, and Craig says, I am going to, what does he say? I want you to call child services. I don't want to see him ever again.
Yeah, it was like child utilities or something. It was like weird, some weird Canadian child resources, I think.
I also think it was weird that, like, not to be weird, like, when Craig comes in, he's like, my dad punched me in the face. And then Joey's like, go to bed. Like, he didn't even touch him.
Like, we can discuss this in the morning. Is what we'll talk about this in the morning. It was like, no, Joey Jeremiah, you should talk about this right now.
Or like give him it's 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock.
No way.
He's gonna sit in that bed and cook up some bad ideas.
There's no way it's 10 because there's no way that Craig's dad would have stayed at the restaurant for
I feel like they were supposed to meet at 8:30. I think he stayed till 9.
Yeah.
Well, true.
By the time...
At 8:30, Joey said, I'm gonna be an hour.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Right again.
So maybe, and it would take like a half hour to run there no matter where it was.
No, Joey called before. Yeah, I bet Craig got there at 9 because Joey was like, I'm going to be an hour.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. It's probably 9:30.
Half hour is a long time to wait if you're alone. Not to back his dad up. Oops.
Well, the waitress came 10 times.
8 times, Mike.
Also,
Sure,
get something to eat. Get something to drink. What's the big whoop?
Yeah, he should have drank his ass off. But he's trying to be a better
I kind of thought when he got in the accident, I was like, okay, when that waitress came around, did he get like, was he drinking? And it's like, no, he wasn't. His dad's not a drunk.
He's just a dick. He's got aggression problems.
He's got an anger problem.
Anger issues. Okay, the Canadian police show up and Craig's...
What are they, Mounties?
Mounties? The Canadian Mounties show up, and Craig is... I feel like Craig was like, how did child services get here so quick? What's going on?
Yeah, he was like, did my dad send the cops to come get me? And Joey's like, no.
You know who's acting his ass off in this scene is Joey Jeremiah.
He's not taking anything for granted. No, but also like, Craig.
Yeah.
Craig's good. Together.
Did they win a Juno or whatever Spirit Award for this episode?
They should have, compared to how many people won it from the original DeGrassi with terrible acting.
Yeah.
But still so heartfelt.
Whoa.
My heart. What we freeze frame on Craig. What's their last discussion? Joey and Craig before it freezes. It's to be continued, by the way.
Yeah, he just goes, he's dead. So think about that.
And then Craig says, I want to live here forever. What?
No, he just goes, well, I think he just literally goes like, well.
Okay.
And then they freeze.
And then continued next week. Rick, is there anything you'd like to add?
No.
You never do.
No way.
You always say no, and then you usually do add something. But Hannah,
no, I got nothing.
Always wanting to add something.
Yes. No, I don't. If I did, I would.
I mean,
what's the name of the song again?
Tears are just not enough.
Tears are just not enough. What a crazy title. Okay. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you this week. I'm excited for part 2 of this episode. Have a wonderful day or night or whatever, and be well. Have a blessed day, week, night.
Yeah. Next episode, we should, in the middle, call Chris and see if he knows about Tears Are Not Enough.
Oh, yes. Chris Candy. Okay.
True.
Yeah. Good one. Look out for that one in the future, listeners.
Oh, yeah. Post show. All right. Have a good one. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.